Hi, I'm Rachel, and I'm 15. No matter the situation, I always tell the truth. I swear, I don't do it to be mean, but because it's the right thing to do. Someone has to stay real while the rest of the world is drowning in lies. That's what made me unique. It all began when I was just a kid. I had an idol, a blogger, Bob the Truth Teller. In his videos, he exposed all kinds of scammers and liars. I was glued to the screen watching his channel from dawn till dusk.
Today, I'm going to tell you the truth about another liar who makes money scamming gullible people.
My parents said that being honest was cool.
Never lie. Always be yourself.
Mom nodded and added something about morals and trust. However, my brother Brian always grumbled, "Sometimes lying is necessary. Life's not that simple." Brian, what are you teaching your sister? Then one day, something incredible happened. I met Bob. He came to a fan meeting and my parents took me there.
Never be afraid to tell the truth. Expose the liars. The world needs people like you.
Those words stuck in my head. From that moment on, I promised myself I would live an honest life. Always. No matter what. At first, my parents liked it. They called me a little lie detector. And I giggled whenever I said something honest. Dad said he was on a diet, but I saw him take a chocolate bar from the pantry. You got him.
It was an experiment for science.
One day, my mother and I went to a supermarket together. Your teeth are so crooked. Do they get in the way when you smile? The smile slipped off the cashier's face and Mom turned red. Mom always says it's better to tell the truth than to flatter. However, after I turned 15, no one seemed to find my honesty cute anymore. Why? Because people lie all the time and they don't like being caught doing it. My mom was putting on lipstick while driving. That is so dangerous. We almost ran over a homeless man. My history teacher stared at Mom, who looked like she'd been electrocuted. Why was she surprised? If I hadn't said anything, it would have been no better than lying. By the way, my dad told his boss that he was sick a few times, but actually went golfing.
Well, I just wanted to unwind.
How would I lie? To make others comfortable? Sorry, but no. That got my parents mad at me. Stop airing our dirty laundry in public.
You're letting us down. That's not good, sis.
One day, I had a strange dream. In it, my mom, dad, and brother were bald. Mom grabbed a pair of scissors and cut off my hair, shouting that I would be like everyone else. I woke up and realized it was my biggest fear. Losing myself. Becoming one of them. One of the liars. I decided I wouldn't stay silent any longer. So I created a blog on social media and started to post videos. I called myself Rachel the Truth Teller. Let's take my classmate Rick. He always bragged that he was naturally gifted, but he actually just copies answers from his phone. I filmed it and posted the video. Look, this is how Rick became such an excellent student. Everyone saw that video. Our teacher made Rick retake all the tests. He deserved it. Next, I exposed our chemistry teacher. She gave excellent grades to her favorite students, even when they handed in empty papers. I compared everyone's grades in the spreadsheet and found a bunch of inconsistencies. Then I filmed a video about it.
Don't you think this is unfair, to put it mildly?
The principal called the teacher into his office. As I walked through the school, I felt like I was doing something truly important. Like I wasn't just a student. I was fighting for the truth. That was just the beginning. The world around me was literally begging to be exposed. For example, our neighbor, Mrs. Larson, was raising money supposedly for her dog's treatment. She hung up a bunch of sad posters with cute photos of it. But then I saw her walk out of a beauty salon with huge nails and go to a spa center with a smoothie in her hand. Okay, hold on. Something isn't right here. I found receipts in her trash. She'd paid for a manicure, a massage, a coffee, but no dog treatments. I took photos of everything and filmed a video exposing her.
Nothing but lies. Where did the money go, Mrs. Larson?
A week later, she visited all her neighbors with a guilty look on her face and returned their money. I stood on the porch and felt victorious. Then, I decided to deal with the road on our street. It looked like it had been hit by a tsunami. Potholes, mud, and nobody did anything. I opened the City Hall website and found some interesting documents. Apparently, Mayor Stapleton received a grant for the renovation of our street 6 months ago. Interesting, isn't it? I made another video.
Where's the money, Stapleton?
The very next day, workers arrived with the equipment to fix the road. Whenever the mayor saw me after that, he immediately turned away. One day, I saw something that really pissed me off. I noticed that my classmate James often disappeared right after class. I followed him and saw him steal food from the cafeteria. I took my phone, filmed everything, and posted it.
A student at their school steals food from his fellow classmates.
The next day, James came up to me.
You could have at least asked me why I did that. I never stole anything.
Why did you hide then? But he left without a word. Perhaps he wasn't lying, but on the other hand, he had been taking food in secret. That's weird, right? The atmosphere at home also gradually changed. It felt like my parents were tiptoeing around me. They used to openly chat about their day over dinner, but now there was just silence.
You're not filming us right now, are you?
Mom stopped telling me anything personal. Even Brian started to hide his phone screen when I was near and wouldn't let me into his room. The moment I walked into a classroom, silence would fall over the room. I was pleased. I thought, this is it. Victory! They aren't lying anymore. But then, something went wrong. I couldn't find anything big. Nothing seemed suspicious, like the whole world was laying low. No one messed up or lied. I got bored. I would sit with my phone in my hands for hours trying to come up with a video idea. Then I started to notice little things. A classmate of mine threw a wrapper into a trash can, but missed. It was force of habit that made me turn on the camera. That's how environmental disasters start. A few days later, I saw our physics teacher hold the door for our history teacher on the way out of school. A workplace romance? Are our teachers deceiving their families? Sue, a girl from another class, forgot her lunchbox on a bench.
Sue is mocking the starving.
It might sound like I was being too harsh, but I got a lot of likes and support in the comments. You keep them on their toes. Now this is courage. Keep it up. I got my first fans and felt unique and special. Then something strange happened. I noticed that my family was hiding something too. First, I saw my dad standing by his car with a woman I didn't recognize. What's this? She showed my dad something on her phone and they laughed. I wondered if they were just colleagues or something more. Then, Brian brought a new video game console home. He said he had been saving up, but I knew he didn't have that kind of money. This is suspicious. I watched them and quickly realized what was going on. Dad was cheating on Mom with that colleague of his. I read his text messages. He had told Mom he was stuck in a meeting when he was actually with that woman in a cafe. Brian was stealing money from the family safe. He brought all sorts of expensive things and told our parents that he got them at a discount or as a gift from friends. But that wasn't the end of it. It turned out my mom had been seeing a therapist for months, in secret. She used the money set aside for my college to pay for the sessions. I was shocked, to say the least. Why did she have to use my college fund? I was furious. For years, they had been calling me too harsh and saying that I crossed lines with my investigations. Now it was clear that they were all liars. All three of them. I locked myself in my room and filmed a video exposing them all. I spoke about Dad and his business meetings, about my brother in the safe, about Mom and her therapist. I was about to click post when something strange happened. My blog had been hacked. Someone had changed my login and password, and I lost access to my account. What the heck? What's going on? Then, a new video appeared on my blog. Except now, it was about me. The person in the video said that I wasn't fighting for the truth, that I was a liar who used her so-called investigations for clout.
In her video about the road, Rachel lied that the mayor bought a new Mercedes even though he only rented it for the weekend.
What?
She told her subscribers she had all the receipts, but it was all speculation and rumors.
I was frozen. A shiver ran down my spine. What was worse, everything he said was true. Dozens of angry comments appeared under the video of my blog thief. Rachel, you're just like everyone else. What a hypocrite. You're shaming others, but you're a liar too? My fans turned into haters in a matter of hours. Everyone at school had turned their backs on me. No one sat next to me. No one said hello to me. I felt empty. Everything I'd worked for had been erased. What was I supposed to do now? Was I a hero? Or was I just a girl who thought she knew best, but actually just caused trouble? Then, I decided to find out who hacked my blog. I made a list of everyone I'd ever exposed. First, I cornered my physics teacher. I know it was you. You set me up. He looked at me like I was crazy. He said he didn't even know how to edit videos and had no idea what I was talking about. Next, I came to Mrs. Larson. Admit it, it was you, wasn't it? Don't lie or I'll tell everyone about your messages. I returned all the money. Why are you still bothering me? It wasn't her either. Everyone seemed to hate me, but no one admitted to exposing me. Or did they just refuse to admit it? Then one day, the unthinkable happened. I was walking home after school when I saw Bob the Truth Teller, my hero and idol, being led away by police in handcuffs, right in the middle of the street. People were filming him and shouting something. When I came home, I opened the news. It turned out that Bob had been blackmailing people. He threatened to expose them if they didn't pay him. Some did, and Bob didn't release anything, but some refused, and Bob revealed their secrets. Some of them were lies. As I read it, I felt like my world was falling apart. I looked up to him. I wanted to be like him. Perhaps I already was. Am I any better than him? I exposed everyone. I I stuck my nose in other people's business and pretended my guesses as the truth without verifying anything. What had I achieved, really? I wanted to change the world and believed that the truth was more important than anything else, but I lost my way. I apologized to everyone I hurt. The mayor, Sue, Rick, Mrs. Larson. I thought they would forgive me, but too late.
You think this fixes everything? You're only sorry because you got caught.
I thought that if I were completely honest, people would appreciate it, but it turned out learning from your mistakes doesn't mean you'll be forgiven. I was sitting alone in the schoolyard and staring at my phone screen. Whoever hacked my blog had changed the profile picture. It felt like I had been completely erased. Then James came up to me. The very James I had accused of stealing food from the cafeteria.
It was me.
What?
I hacked your blog and posted that video about you. The one who exposed you was me.
To be honest, I wanted to slap the living daylights out of him. Are you nuts? Why? Everything fell apart because of you.
Because you accused me of lying without even asking me why I was doing it.
Well, why?
I wasn't taking that food for myself. I give it to the old man who lives by the bus stop. He's homeless. He was starving. I didn't have any money to give him, but I couldn't just walk by. If I had told anyone I was bringing food to a homeless person living by the school, they would have chased him away.
The truth blew my mind.
I lied so that he wouldn't get in trouble, but you posted a video that made me look like a petty crook. You were so convinced you were right, you didn't even think to ask me for an explanation. Well, I wanted to show you what it's like to be judged out of context.
I didn't know what to say. There was so much I was feeling. Anger, resentment, shame, guilt. I wanted to yell at James, but didn't. To be honest, he was right. I'm sorry. I really wasn't thinking. I wanted to expose everyone, but didn't search for the truth hard enough, and real people suffered for it.
You're not all bad. You just forgot what you're fighting for.
For some reason, his words stuck in my head. It felt like I finally found the truth I'd been searching for all along. James didn't stop there, though. He made another video about me. It was different this time. He didn't sound angry anymore.
Rachel has changed. She's realized she was wrong and wants to apologize to everyone she hurt. She's trying to change.
He posted it on my blog and gave me the new password. I wasn't expecting what happened next. Dozens of new comments appeared under the video. Okay, I see that you've changed. I forgive you. I was mad at you, but it's clear that you care. Some people wrote that they understood me. Some said they made mistakes too. Some just commented a heart emoji. Things got better and I felt like I could breathe again. But then, one evening, my parents found a video about the family secrets. I had been meaning to delete it, but now it was too late. First, they talked behind closed doors. Then I heard shouting. Dad packed his things. Mom was crying. My brother said he wasn't going to apologize.
I'm filing for divorce! We should have done it a long time ago. I'm getting out of here.
I thought they would talk things out and forgive each other, but I was wrong. Dad left. So did my brother. He said he would stay with his friends. He was an adult now. No one could stop him. It was just me and my mom after that. We didn't fight, but we didn't talk like we used to either. You know, sometimes silence says more than words. Mom wasn't mad at me. She was simply tired, just like me. If it hadn't have been for that video, if it hadn't have been for it, something else would have happened anyway. The truth would have come out. Maybe things would have been even worse. I agreed with her, but it didn't make me feel any better. I felt like my quest for the truth had ruined everything. That evening, I turned on the camera and filmed my last video. I know that I started all this. I wanted to be a hero. I thought that telling the truth was always the right thing to do. But I was wrong. The truth isn't evil. It's not kind either. It's just a tool, like a hammer. You can use it to build a house or to break a window. It all depends on who's wielding it. This is my last video. Here's what I realized. Telling the truth is important. However, you should do it to make yourself, the world, and your relationships better, to heal, and not to hurt or feel superior. I'm proof karma is real. I know I hurt many people. I apologize to them, but some things have been lost forever, like my family. Mom says what happened was not my fault, and everything would have fallen apart anyway, but I do blame myself. What do you think? Am I to blame for this or not?